into here. I don't think it shows up on YouTube and stuff, so I don't. That's kind of lame. But I guess most of the time, it more matters that they can hear your answers.
Mm-hmm. So you redid it.
Yeah, it's going.
All right.
I should probably delete the other ones.
Don't worry about that right now.
Well, I don't want people to get confused.
Here, use this to look at if people talk on there.
I can.
You can see Periscope?
I've got it pulled up, yeah.
Hmm? Hello, everybody that has shown up for this. Surely no technical difficulty drawing session.
Empire says hi and that he sees you're on Twitch too.
Mm-hmm. Trying to do the multiple thing. We got new internet. We did a test yesterday and it worked great, and then today it's giving us problems, so here's hoping.
People on Periscope.
I see 38.
14, or that's 14 followers on Twitch. Oh, 43 people watching on Twitch.
Really?
That's what it says.
Hello, everybody on Twitch. Can you see the chat from Twitch on there?
If that drawing table can talk, what would it say?
It would say, "It's sick of seeing me because I'm here, chained to it."
And looking good so far. And where would you rather we chat? YouTube's probably the best, right?
Yeah, I mean, it seems like Periscope we're going to have the most trouble getting comments from. Did you want to look at my phone while you see Periscope?
No, I can see Periscope.
Oh. So what do you got? Do you have the one that somebody said it's such a lovely cast?
Hmm. I'm going between the...
Oh.
Oh, because it doesn't stay very long. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's going to be...
So Periscope, we're going to have the most trouble answering questions, but if you ask a question, we'll try and get to it. YouTube and Twitch are much easier.
I can probably keep Periscope open and then just open the chat window from the other one. Here, let me do this. That's what I'll do.
Thanks everybody for coming. Video seems to look alright. We're doing it!
Yay!
I was about to throw my computer out the window a few minutes ago. I think you sensed that, Aaron?
Alright.
Cool. Magic Legumes says everything looks good on Periscope so far. What are our stats now?
I'm not going to be going back and forth through windows because it's hard enough to see the chats.
Fair enough.
I mean, maybe I will, but it's going to be a minute. You're welcome. Empire says, yeah, much better. John, that's John, right?
Mm-hmm.
You've got 48 on Periscope. You've got 43 on Twitch. And you've got 7 people on YouTube.
Guys, go ahead and chat it up. You know, that's what we're here for. So, ask us questions. Let's make fun of me. You know, whatever.
Tell us your deepest desires and...
Yeah, darkest fears. Deepest fears, darkest fears.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah, we need to find some music.
I know. What a snooze without it.
Anthony Lavergetta says, "Great Scott, it's working."
We did it, sort of. I don't want to jinx it.
I know, I don't want to either. What's the meaning of life?
To love and be loved. You're welcome. And also to make fun of people. Fun of your friends.
Is there any reason you're paying so much attention to the stats?
Nope. Vanity.
And just to make sure that it's doing what we're trying to do.
Yeah, I just want to make sure, because I figure if people are dropping out, that means that it's not, the stream quality isn't good enough, you know, video-wise, and then we gotta solve that, so.
Did you like Michelle Pfeiffer, Catwoman?
Of course, yeah, she was awesome. That was fantastic. That movie, I saw it when I was probably a little too young to be seeing it in the theater. Because I just remember some words that they said during it being like, oh my god, I can't believe I'm hearing this.
Well, someone commented on Twitch and it didn't show up in Joycaster, so...
Do you want to... I'll watch the Periscope sort of, and you keep an eye on
Okay.
Twitch.
He said, Dan Gall here, checking out how your internet is working with Twitch, and have to say stream looks great. Ryan is pulling at my heartstrings with Catwoman here.
Thank you, Dan. It's good to hear from you.
Do you know any good jokes?
Would you like to say morchilla? Morchilla is a Spanish word. I don't know what that means. I probably just said a really bad word. Do I know any jokes? Yeah. Probably no safe for, you know, young ears jokes, so I'll keep it to myself.
Fred Martin Campo says, my deepest desire is for Venom to come out already. I need it.
Jody Hauser is here, writer of Renew Your Vows, writer extraordinaire. Thanks for stopping by.
Michael Tella says you need some techno music.
Yeah. I need some rights-free music. Oh, cool, Brett. Well, we're going to have some original art back up in about a month. We haven't decided what we're going to do yet.
I think with Twitch, I think I needed to delete them and then put them back on because that's how I got the comments to show up yesterday. So I'll just
remember that next time.
Mm. Oh, do you want to tell everyone too that how this commission worked out and how, if anyone, or do you want to wait?
Yeah, if you guys want to know, so we the way that these commissions work is we put them up on Big Cartel. Oh, I didn't know Catwoman was your favorite. That's awesome. Catwoman's pretty great. we put these up on Big Cartel for sale, and so we might put the next one up for sale during the cast tonight, since, you know, seems like it makes sense, since people here would be interested in getting, because this one's already sold, and you know, you can pick what character you want. So, yeah, we'll let you guys know in a little bit how we're going to do that.
How lame was that Venom movie news today?
Somebody just said the stream is cutting in and out.
Really? It's not for me.
It doesn't for me, yeah. Yeah, I don't understand that. If that's true, the Venom news that came out today was that Venom himself might not appear in the movie very much, which seems insane. And it would just be, you know, Tom Hardy as Eddie Brock most of the movie, which would be a very bad move.
Carolina Chris said, finally got on here. What's your opinion about the wedding of Batman and Catwoman?
I think it's been fun so far. Those Joelle Jones Catwoman, the wedding dress designs are incredible. I'm glad I didn't have to draw that book, because designing that would have been not in my wheelhouse. I had to enlisted my wife.
Beta Ray Benny says, hey, to you.
Hello, Beta Ray Benny.
And he also says that video and sound quality is good on Twitter and YouTube.
Cool. Yeah, go ahead, everybody. Pump those hearts in here. Come on. You know I need them. You know I need to feel loved.
Seems like the kind of thing they would do for early 2000s movies.
Any superhero movie theme. Can I sing from memory any superhero movie theme? I don't even know what you mean. I mean, how many, like the hum the tunes? I'm very excited to draw Miles. I haven't gotten that far yet, but I drew him on the cover, but I haven't drawn any pages with him yet, so that'll be fun. Always was kind of jealous that I never got to draw Miles. Like I would have liked to have done an issue of that or something while Bendis was still at Marvel.
Of course, your chat is the best on Periscope, the only one that's not covered in right. I have to look into that.
And if you guys are enjoying this, go ahead and share it on, you know, your Twitter or whatever. Always helps. Get more eyes on it.
Should I tweet, or do I not need to, because it does it automatically?
It did it automatically for Periscope. You could go on there and say the YouTube link and the Twitch link if you want to. And I'm flying through this sketch.
Okay, I just put another one up. So.
Oh, so anyway, anybody that's interested in buying the next sketch and choosing what character I draw next week, you can do that now if you want to at ryanstegman.bigcartel.com.
I can put the link to.
Yeah, Aaron will put up the link. My favorite Marvel villain. That is difficult. Dr. Doom is the best. I think he's like, other than the Joker, probably the best villain in comics. So, it's a shame he hasn't been able to be used in a Marvel movie. But yeah, he's the best. And then I love Dr. Octopus, for obvious reasons, because I did some sort of seminal work on there. For me, seminal, not trying to brag. But, yeah. I guess I also love Venom as a villain when he's a villain. I also love him as a hero when he's a hero.
Walter Simonson's Ragnarok Thor next week.
Oh, did that guy wants to buy that, I think. If he wants to, he can go do that, because I'd love to draw that. We talked to him on Twitter. I forgot to DM him. Sorry about that.
What two Marvel characters should marry in comics?
Eddie Brock and Mary Jane. That's not real. Eddie Brock and... I don't know. We need to come up with a love interest for Eddie Brock, I think. He deserves love.
Oh, Comic Book Movie News used your Venom #1 cover for their newest article on the Venom update.
Oh, that's cool. That's always flattering.
Do you think the Spider-Man marriage will return on the main universe one day?
I'd like to see it. It depends on who's writing it. Some guys like to write the marriage, some don't. It'd be really cool to see somebody with a really good take on the marriage, because there was, they've been married before, and it's kind of, I thought that marriage has been kind of neglected sometimes as far as character goes.
Did you work with Sideshow on that Miles statue? Seems influenced by your cover.
No, that was totally random. I mean, some people showed me. It's a fairly, obvious trope, but, I don't think that just because that means it's a bad thing to do something that has been done, because it just means that it's cool. And I did, but yeah, no, that was just random.
Who was your high school art teacher?
Mrs. Petrov at Athens. Is this somebody from around here?
Carolina Chris.
Jody will write it. Thank you, Jody.
Oh, favorite characters: Venom, Doc Ock, Harley Quinn, and Catwoman. Are these books Spider Nation? I don't know. Now I've missed on what you were asking there, because I was on Big Cartel.
Okay. Which movie am I looking forward to see the most this year? I don't know if I keep up enough with what's coming out. Ready Player One looks fun. Love Spielberg. What else do we got? Tell me some movies that are coming out. I'll tell you if I'm excited about them.
Eddie Brock should marry Black Cat.
There you go. That'd be interesting.
I think you did a great job in the issues you wrote in Renew Your Vows.
Thank you. Unless you're talking to Jody, in which case I think she did too. We both did great.
Hi, I just put in for the commission. Simonson's Ragnarok.
Oh, nice. That'll be fun. We'll get to that next week. I'm excited.
Infinity War, Captain Marvel movie, Deadpool 2.
Deadpool 2 looks fun, but he said not a superhero movie, but I'm excited for Infinity War for sure. I didn't even see Jurassic World 1, and Jurassic Park is one of my favorite movies of all time. So I can't say I'm excited for Jurassic World 2 if I haven't even seen 1. You want that code? 117492. 117492.
Oh,
Thank you, Jeremy.
John posted that you are live on YouTube.
Thank you, John.
Who's excited to watch more Versace tonight?
I am.
Me too. I was thinking about it earlier.
The Predator by Shane Black. That's cool. Anybody here watch the American Crime Story with about Versace? We just started it last night.
Spoiler alert, he dies.
Awesome to hear. Inical. Scarlet Spider was a great experience, and yeah, I'm gonna have to talk Donnie into getting him into Venom.
I'm excited for the upcoming Spider-Man PS4 game and Daredevil Season 3.
That is good stuff to be excited about, I'd say.
And Fred says good choice, or actually great choice, to Beta Ray Benny for the commission.
Yeah, this was a good choice. Issue 1 in poster and comic. No, that's awesome to hear. I really appreciate that. You probably turn the volume all the way down. I can hear it. Making weird noises.
Yeah, I just noticed that too, for some reason. Been watching JoJo's Bizarre Adventure.
I don't know what that is.
Did you see Sparrow yet?
What is Sparrow?
I don't know. I haven't heard of either of those.
I can't explain to you guys how much I've been chained to my desk lately.
And half of the stuff we watch is for our children.
Mm-hmm. I've been doing more work than I've ever done in my life lately. It's really insane. This week I have to do 5 pages, 2 covers, and another illustration. And right now I'm at about I've done less than half of that. So looks like I'll be working some this weekend.
The second season of American Crime Story is great so far.
We loved season 1 too. I don't know what took us so long to start watching it.
I didn't even realize that's what that was.
Anybody here watching Atlanta? That show's pretty fantastic. Thank you, Griffin.
Do you find yourself working more digitally or traditionally? I've been getting used to the Cintiq, and the lack of ink messes a dream, but nothing beats the feel of pencil on paper.
I do both. I pencil. I print out my pages. I do a breakdown, and then I finish them traditionally. So when I'm penciling, that means there's a fully penciled page, but the breakdown is done digitally. So it's just kind of a combination of the two.
And John asks, what covers? I don't know what that question was about, though.
Oh, covers. I did a New Mutants cover for that series that you won't be able to see for a little bit. And I have a Venom issue 4 cover to do. They both seem to... It would have been nice if they could have been staggered, but they both have to be done the same week. Yeah, Atlanta's great. I'm sad that we already are caught up because...
Are we?
Watch more episodes. Yeah, they only have 3 so far.
Oh, I thought there were 4. I didn't realize we even watched 3.
Do you like horror comics? Yes, I love old EC comics. I have a bunch of creepy anthologies. One of my favorite series of all time is Swamp Thing. I'm not like a big horror movie buff or anything, but for some reason I gravitate towards horror comics. I think it's a really good genre or medium to convey horror for some reason, if you do it right.
Or your favorite comics and artists growing up?
Favorite comics? Well, Spider-Man, Spawn, which I guess would give you an insight into who I liked, which was McFarlane and all the Image guys. You know, Jim Lee, and that's where I started. Joe Mad was a big guy for me. J. Scott Campbell. Yeah, I mean, I was a big Marvel junkie, and a big Image guy when I was a kid, and a lot of manga.
Any progress on that Venom versus Spidey you were doing? I drilled at that for like an hour.
Oh, it's done. It's colored and everything. I just can't show it till the convention that I did it for wants to show it. So you'll see it soon. I'm excited to show it. It's one of my favorite drawings I've done. Anybody that's wondering, I'm doing the Darwin Cook version of Catwoman, which is my favorite Catwoman design by a mile. Yeah, I'm selling this drawing, Ollie. I sell a lot of them though. Brett Booth was awesome. Is awesome. But I remember his Spider-Man Backlash back in the day was a huge thing for me. Let's see, my favorite manga. I love Urasawa. I've been reading some Junji Ito. My favorite of all time is Akira. I'm a huge Otomo fan.
What Image characters would you like to draw?
Spawn. You know, Wildcats. Witchblade is cool. I mean, we're talking old school, because, like, you know, Saga and all that stuff now. But, yeah, those books back in the day were pretty amazing.
What was your big break getting into comics?
My big break. What was my big break getting into comics? Yeah, I sell online, but you can go to ryanstegman.bigcartel.com, and then we'll have some info on how to buy original art later in the month. But right now you can't. We've got it off the market for a little bit. My big break. Oh my god. That's awesome to hear about the Lovecraft manga adaptation. I love both those things. So, anyway, sorry. My big break was I did this indie series called Midnight Kiss with Tony Lee over at Marcosia Comics. That wasn't like necessary, you know, that was a break, but that wasn't my technically big break. And then I got this job doing a novel adaptation, a 6x6 foot piece. I don't know, I can't do that. A novel adaptation for the Dable Brothers publishing company, which was like a small publisher, and it was a novel adaptation of the fantasy series Magician Apprentice. And as soon as I got that job, it just so happened that Marvel bought them up. And so suddenly I was working for Marvel. And I wasn't, up to Marvel standards at the time yet, but I think that the editors kind of took a liking to me because I was so eager to learn. And, I was 23 and just was like, oh, tell me what I can do to get better. And anything they tell me to do, I would do. And, that's kind of a lesson for any aspiring artist is you gotta, if you ask for advice and then you don't follow it, that kind of frustrates people. But if you actually follow it, they'll see.
Do you do sketches in Mexico for Concave?
Yeah, I will be. I will definitely be doing sketches in Concave. My favorite series that I've worked on in the past, that is too hard to say. I have a ton of nostalgia, and I feel like, my career really became something worthwhile when I was doing Scarlet Spider. And I just love, I loved working with Chris Yost. I thought it was just a really cool experience. And Steve Wacker was the editor, and he's one of my favorite people in comics. And then, Superior Spider-Man means a lot to me. It was, working with Slott was amazing, and I just thought it was a really good series. And I have a feeling that Venom in the end will be my favorite. That's just a hunch, but.
What are your favorite snacks when drawing? A better question is, what wouldn't he eat while drawing?
My favorite snack is coffee. But yeah, I try not to. I don't really snack at the table or anything. I'm pretty regimented. I eat the same thing pretty much every day, except for dinner.
Any snack, I bring you down, though.
Yeah, Aaron brought me popcorn tonight.
Periscope feed just died on me.
Looks like it's still going for me.
Oh.
Yeah, snacking. I don't know, fruit. Vegetables. Just kidding. Vegetables are disgusting.
You were big on the nuts for a while.
Yeah, almonds. I had a phase where I thought that I could just eat a handful of almonds every hour in order to continue working. And then I realized how much fat is in almonds, and I curbed that.
How likely is it that you'll be at New York this year?
I'd say unlikely, but you never say never.
Yeah, you didn't think you were going to be doing C2E2.
Yeah.
Do you collect comics?
Yeah, I don't. So I buy mostly collections now. If I buy physical media, and most of the single issues I read digitally because, I've already taken up enough real estate in this house with books, so I try not to overdo it anymore.
Anthony said, insert nut joke.
Yeah, we both started laughing when Erin said that. I don't think she quite realized what it sounded like.
That joke's so overdone for us. It doesn't even
We're
register anymore.
3-year-olds. We probably think it's funnier than our actual 7 and 4-year-old.
Do you have a set work schedule or do you have crazy hours?
I mean, a set work schedule, but I work a ton of hours. But I mean, I've got a family and kids, so we all kind of have a schedule that, I get up when the kids get up for school and get to work.
Work till they go to bed.
Pretty much. But they can come in and they come hang out with me and stuff.
You take breaks for dinner and
wrestle them around a little bit.
Why the Last Man is probably still my favorite.
That's a great series. One of my favorites too.
I think when I said you had 43 people on Twitch, I think you've had 43 total views, but just one person watching.
Oh, that's fine.
I know.
Hi, Riyadh. What's it? Is that how you pronounce it?
The boys loved Wreck-It Ralph. Oliver barely even remembered any of it, which is weird since we've watched it like 100 times.
Did Harrison like it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's all about video games.
Yeah.
His favorite thing in the world.
And then Oliver was asking if I thought that that might actually happen with video games, that they just like have lives inside there.
It's funny because that character they created was kind of. I was thinking that maybe he was thinking of Wreck-It Ralph.
What character?
Remember Pixel?
What brush are you using? Dang thing is holding ink like a champ.
This is a Raphael 8404 number 4. The real Cody, I liked Toby, but yeah, I really like Tom Holland too. And I never saw the Andrew Garfield one, so.
Work out, plenty of rest, you know, eat your green vegetables.
Mm-hmm. No, I don't ink myself right now. I ink my covers mostly and commissions, and JP Mayer is inking the interiors of Venom, and he's doing like the best job ever. I'm very excited about people getting to see that art because it's just, I mean, I'm just so proud of it.
This one's looking good.
That's what you're saying.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
Should be able to get it out in the mail tomorrow. Did you finish the other one that I can mail out tomorrow too?
Yep.
Good.
So now you can't yell at me anymore.
I should probably make sure that I have the right address.
Well, people are in here speaking a different language. So that's something.
Someone said they didn't know you were on Twitch. That's because you weren't.
Yeah, I just started on Twitch. Ryan Stegman on Twitch. Are you sticking with Venom for the Yes, I'm sticking with Venom for a while. Very much want to have a definitive run on it. Me and Donnie are both, you know, pretty amped to really put our stamp on Venom.
I've been electrical engineering test tomorrow, but I don't want to study. Rather watch you work.
Hey, I'm with you on that.
Someone says, what are these vegetables you guys keep talking about?
You know, when I eat a carrot once a week.
I like your bag of broccoli that's in the fridge that hasn't been opened in 3 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
Will Comet Ghost Rider come into Venom?
Cosmic Ghost Rider.
No, Cosmic.
Did you actually write Cosmic?
Cosmic. He wrote Cosmic. I just.
We don't have any. Not that I know of yet, but you know, Diamond's an insane person, so that's definitely possible.
I love those letters. It looks like, or I guess it's not letters, but that script. Like it just looks amazing, doesn't it?
Wait, you can see the Periscope?
On Periscope. Well, I can. I'm on Periscope.
Oh.
Just looks like art.
Mm-hmm. They must be having quite the intense conversation.
Didn't see Miles Spider-Man listed in the June solicitations. You and Donnie, such a dream combo. Glad you guys are working together on such a big character.
I don't have any. I met Darwin briefly, like once or twice. I don't have any good, individual stories. Because I didn't know him well, but just a huge fan of his work. People that know him did know he was a character. They do have a lot of stories about him.
So sore.
Thanks, Brian. Brian W.
B-dubs.
B-dubs.
I was going to say, should I go make us some drinks? But then we'll probably just drink them fast and be sad that we don't have them while we're watching TV.
Mm-hmm. This shouldn't take too much longer. I don't know how he gets away with it. I think that the question is, how does Donnie keep getting away with pitching these insane stories? When I was offered the Venom job, I was like not quite sure if I was going to take it because I had another job on the table. And I said, okay, give me some time. And then Donnie called me, and he pitched it to me, which must be like it's like when he really pitches it. And I thought, well, first of all, this guy's nuts. But then also, but this is freaking awesome. So I think the enthusiasm and everything, the way that it comes off, you just get excited about it. Can't help it. So basically, I got offered it, said, I need like a few days to think about it. And then the next day, I was like, yeah, I'm going to do this.
Love the Paulo Rivera #1 variant cover.
Yeah, that's really cool. That guy, he is incredible.
What was the other offer?
I can't say that. I had multiple from Marvel. I had an image project that I had greenlit that I was thinking about going. Well, I was planning on doing it, and it didn't work out contractually because I have a contract with Marvel. So it's something I'll do in the future.
Let's just say on the drawing so far, nice, sweet like banana pudding.
Okay.
I don't know if I've ever had banana pudding.
Yeah, I don't know if I have either. Why do you draw things? I'm sorry, but what is the point in drawing? Is it for like prototypes? No, I draw for Marvel. I make comic books. That's why I draw. Thank you for saying I draw beautiful females.
If you can draw Venom as any animal, what would you pick?
Maybe a dragon? Or do you mean real animals?
Shark.
Yeah, Venom shark. My
Venom
kids would
shark.
love that.
Venom shark. How about like
Hi,
a Venom
Nevada.
kitten?
The most vicious kitten.
It'd be cute.
No, this is just a sketch, a commission, essentially. Somebody paid for this, and when it's finished, it gets shipped to them. Batman. If I could do any DC series right now, what would I want? Batman. Batman. Catwoman would actually be pretty fun, though, now that I'm drawing her.
Rhinoceros is the only answer to the Venom question.
Oh, that's a good point. I actually would like to draw Wonder Woman, too. Venom Panda. I like it. Yes, Nevada. Next week's is sold, but if you go to ryanstegman.bigcartel.com, we put these up. They're $300. So next week you could possibly buy one if you come back to the stream next Wednesday at 8:30 or whatever. Or you can catch me at a convention. Always doing drawings at conventions.
Venom sloth.
Oh, what about those giant sloths? Before humans.
Oh yeah. What Disney character would you cross over with a Marvel character?
Disney character. Well, probably Mickey, for my son's sake, who is obsessed with Mickey.
about Venom T-Rex?
Yeah. I'm actually going to text Donnie when this call is over, or show is over, and tell him to write me in a Venom T-Rex. That's pretty cool.
Did someone already say that?
What?
Venom T-Rex.
Oh, no. I just thought about it. Too early to tell on NYCC, but I doubt it. I mean, that show requires a lot of energy.
And you have a wedding like that same week or something, right?
Oh, yeah. My cousin's getting married.
Oh, they did a Venom T-Rex.
Oh.
In Old Man Logan.
Oh, yeah, I read that. Duh.
Anthony LaBrigetta says, I'm usually able to finish a spread of panel art a day, pencils to inks. What's your general speed, and does Marvel have any sort of deadline they like to have art and by?
Absolutely. I've been doing a page a day. I was not at MegaCon. I do a page a day of pencils, usually. And then maybe a little more if I have to. So, if I'm inking, it usually is like 3 to 4 pages a week. Usually more closer to 3. I think they say I do about 3.5 when I'm inking. And then I try to do the books in 4 to 5 weeks. Yeah, I'd love to come to Denver. We talk all the time about me going, and we haven't been able to yet. Heard it's a great show. My wife is the one talking.
With the nice voice.
Yeah.
It's a bitchy voice.
I should know bitch.
That's why I whispered it.
Oh. Crowds are difficult to draw.
What if I talked in like a really nice voice?
ASMR voice.
Ryan's gonna be drawing Catwoman tonight.
No.
This is gonna be a relaxing live draw. I'm gonna be touching this paper softly.
We're already almost at the end, everybody. Well, that's cool. I wonder how much that's worth. Nevada. Stanley sketched a Spider-Man head one time for Nevada.
When he was controlling his autograph line. What show was that at? Was that New York, you said?
What is the oldest I've seen someone break into comics as an artist? I don't know. That's a good question. You don't really hear about the older ones. You only hear about the younger ones that, because, I think usually now it seems like the break-in age is, more around 30-something. My education background, I was a English major. I went to Michigan State University. I do not speak Turkish, no.
How do you design the architecture in fictional cityscapes like Gotham, Metropolis, etc.?
How do I design fictional cityscapes? You got to use reference, and then you can sort of build from that, but, that's pretty much, you just look at stuff and then use your creativity.
Oh, it was at MegaCon, the Stanley thing.
Yeah.
OG viewers remember Miriam. Merium.
English major high five for Jody Hauser. Yep. I have never used it. I think that sometime, well, I guess when I did use it when I got to write some, but I think sometimes it was a smart idea to get a degree that I couldn't get a job with, and I was just like, well, I have to do this comic book thing. I have many influences. We talked about it a little bit earlier, that's why I didn't answer it, but, Michael Golden, Art Adams, Todd McFarlane, J. Scott Campbell, Joe Madureira, all those guys. Cartoony guys with realistic rendering. That's my jam.
The Comic Kid says watching Ethan Van Sciver and Ryan at the same time.
I have studied figure drawing on my own, and I've taken a couple life drawing classes, but I've tons of books on figure drawing and anatomy and all that. I'll give you a couple favorites real quick, because we're about done here. But Figure Drawing, Design, and Invention by Michael Hampton is great. Force by Mike Mattisai is great. Figure Drawing for All It's Worth by Andrew Loomis. Yeah, those are probably my three favorites. I've read the other ones. I've read the Bridgman. I've read all of them, but those are my faves. What do you guys think?
What's that? Why'd you do that point on her knee, or was that an accident?
That was an accident. I was just about to grab some right out.
Thought it was like a costume thing that I didn't know about.
Nope. Just
We got this whole way.
mistake.
Make a pointy knee right at the end.
Yep.
Spider Nation says, I'm back. I went to eat. Brad Martin Campo says, looks awesome. Spider Nation says, am I late?
Yeah, because we're about to be done.
I love the shadowing.
Thank you, Magic Lagoons.
Love it.
Sign it.
Have you ever disagreed about a script with the writer?
Not really. I generally, my attitude with a writer is I just trust them and I try to add. So if I think that something's not working, I try to add rather than subtract, so that you're kind of
And Nicole says 10 out of 10 on your sketch.
Thank you.
Advice on moving past the fear of leaving the cushy day job to pursue a career in comics.
Well, that just depends on your life circumstances. I wouldn't do it if I had a family. I would make sure that I had something, secure in place. But if I'm just, young and figuring it out, you do it.
Might have to live with your parents for a while.
Yeah, I lived with my parents for a while to make it in comics, and I ate a lot of ramen noodles and lost 30 pounds because I couldn't afford to eat, but it was all worth it. So.
What cons are you going to be at again?
I'll be at C2E2, Con K, Terrificon in Connecticut, and that's all I've got planned for now. Oh, and Cherry Capital Con.
Okay, any last questions, everybody, before we get signed off?
Yep.